My name is Jenn Henry. I'm a dancer, choreographer, educator, and community arts organizer living and working in California's remote Mojave Desert. I work in a community of extremes, not only the weather, but also the people. The unique geography attracts the very wealthy, but also provides some more affordable options for those willing to contend with the harsh desert landscape. It boasts an unusually high number of artists per capita, yet access to the arts can be limited. Living and creating in the desert requires a level of scrappy ingenuity. We have very few traditional rehearsal and performance spaces available to us. But this has meant we have brought dance to our environment, and our environment becomes entwined with dance. One of my favorite projects has been the Desert Nutcracker, an annual tradition bringing a part of the dance canon within reach to an audience who would otherwise need to drive an hour or more to see one. It allows us to highlight and celebrate our desert wildlife and community. This past year, I choreographed and performed the tarantula variation, which features elements of the traditional coffee variation from the original Nutcracker, while highlighting our desert ecology. It opens with a desert sandstorm, and the central plot is a highly venomous tarantula hawk chasing the tarantula, our young star, and an out-of-town hiker. I figured even if the dancing didn't speak to the audience, at least they would know not to touch the shiny insect. It can be more painful than a wasp sting. One aspect of my work in the desert that was born out of necessity but has become a feature is that my pieces tend to be multi-generational, employing local actors, young dancers, new performers, and highly skilled professionals, sometimes all in the same piece. My strongest training is in Vaganova ballet, and I hope I can bring this art form that many think of as being a little stuffy or out of reach and create interesting juxtapositions both with the environment and with humor to make it more relevant and accessible to a broader audience. My students range from a few months old to 70-somethings, and I'm hopeful that all can see themselves reflected or can see ways in which ballet is relevant and meaningful to them, so that they can have access to it. It truly belongs to all of us. Maybe not all of us grew up dreaming of dancing in a tutu or know what a pas de bourrée is, but so many of us can relate to having a garbage partner. This piece was born out of, again, necessity. The High Desert Fringe Festival required during the pandemic that only individuals who resided in the same household could perform together. At the time I was living alone and I needed a partner and found the closest thing to a 5-foot-tall partner that I could find. It turns out that this was a perfect duet with an inert garbage boyfriend. One of my favorite aspects of working in the desert is that we have access to collaborations we may not always be able to reach in larger communities. We know through personal connections, musicians, fine artists, visual artists, as well as writers, And even though it is often out of necessity that we are rehearsing in our living rooms and driveways, and we're performing in old firehouses and architectural marvels that were never designed to be theaters, we are so lucky in some ways that we are brought into such close proximity with our environment. This also opens up accessibility in so many ways. Our young people feel more comfortable taking their first ballet class in a living room. They feel more comfortable seeing themselves in the desert landscape. Such an opportunity there, even though dance is traditionally seen in more formal spaces. Bringing this dance into a less formal arena has made the dance that much more accessible. Moving into our environment has also created an opportunity for us to engage more thoroughly with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We were very lucky that our local observatory and nature center allowed us to perform the planets production in May 2025, highlighting each planet and other celestial bodies at different locations around the observatory. We were able to stage a reenactment of the lunar landing. We had student choreographers prepare a piece set to a minor key Happy Birthday because the Mars Curiosity rover sang itself Happy Birthday on its anniversary on Mars, a very lonely, poignant moment that they created a piece for. We also had electromagnetic waves. Their costumes mimicked the Doppler effect. They led the audience from piece to piece, and at the very end of the production, they were sucked into a black hole. Although I've developed my methodology in the desert, I do not believe it is desert specific. I believe communities all over the globe are looking for ways to connect with each other, with themselves, and with the environment. This method that I use here in the desert is not necessarily confined to the desert. I believe every environment has its own unique, special features. Every community is special in its own way, and art is there just waiting to be made.
You did amazing.
Thank you.
That was fantastic.
Good job. What's your name? Penelope. Great job, Penelope. You guys are amazing.
Let's have the right to me next time.